Hey guys!
We're here today to check out the video that finished in first place in the Patreon poll of the week, none other than Feuerschwanz with Schildmaid live. This is from one of their pandemic live streams. They have a new album coming out that includes two of these pandemic concerts put together as one single release. So this is a little bit of a taste for those of you that are thinking of getting the Blu-ray DVD, or because the Blu-ray DVD actually comes with some extra goodies, like some behind the scenes on how things were put together, how things happen. They really put together a fun package, if you will. Not just the concerts, because, I mean, if you watch the live stream, you would be like, I already saw that.
Exactly. They wanted to add some stuff to really entice people on buying it.
And they definitely did, because I got it for review, so I'm going to be diving into it, and I can tell you guys that there's all sorts of different content being made available as part of this release. Really interesting stuff. I like that. I like thinking outside the box and not just doing what everybody else is doing. So it's kind of interesting. So anyways, Feuerschwanz Schildmaid. By the way, this is one of my favorite songs from their last album. I absolutely love this track. So I'm really happy to check out their live performance. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Trinkt aus dem Horn, zum Zechen gebor'n, mit göttlichem Zorn, die Schildmaid. Sie zieht durch die Nacht, sucht nach der Schlacht, ihr Wille ist Macht, die Schildmaid. Kein Himmel, ihr Lohn, keine Absolution, Walhall wartet schon auf die Schildmaid. Im Kampfe bewährt, mit Heiden verkehrt, kein Heiland verehrt, die Schildmaid. Schildmaid, Schildmaid, denn sie ist eine Schildmaid Odins. Sie trinkt mit uns, doch geht sie allein, verwegen und frei. Sie ist eine Schildmaid Odins, von schöner Gestalt, kommt mit Gewalt, verwegen und frei. Im Muskelvergleich trifft Eisen auf Fleisch, schlägt dich windelweich, die Schildmaid. Der Tod ist ein Spiel, sie schlachtet mit Stil, mit Lust und Gefühl, die Schildmaid. Denn sie ist eine Schildmaid Odins. Sie trinkt mit uns, doch geht sie allein, verwegen und frei. Sie ist eine Schildmaid Odins, von schöner Gestalt, kommt mit Gewalt, verwegen und frei. Schildmaid! 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 Denn sie ist eine Schildmaid Odins. Sie trinkt mit uns, doch geht sie allein, verwegen und frei. Sie ist eine Schildmaid Odins, von schöner Gestalt, kommt mit Gewalt, denn sie ist eine Schildmaid Odins. Sie ist eine Schildmaid Odins. Sie trinkt mit uns, doch geht sie allein, verwegen und frei. Schildmaid, Schildmaid.
the end, I'm a vegan and I want fries? I swear to God, at the end he was saying, I'm a vegan
the
and
whole
I
time
want
they were
fries.
saying shildmaid.
I don't know. There was a part where I thought I heard fuckhead, and then I swear at the end he was talking about him being a vegan and wanting French fries.
All I heard was shildmaid.
All right.
Shildmaid. Shildmaid.
All right. So, what do you take from this?
Well, the concert was awesome. It must have been awesome with this.
What's the live stream? I mean, I guess you can call it a concert.
But I'm happy that looking at this, it's not like any other.
There was some cosplay happening.
Exactly. It's not like any other live stream that we've had during these COVID times where it's just them on the stage, singing their songs and doing their thing that they would have done at any show.
Some pyro too, by the way.
They got the pyro. They you know what? If you're gonna have the flaming drum things, commit. Because they weren't even hitting the things, and it took me a while to realize.
Yeah, it wasn't them making that noise. It was the drummer.
Until I saw the drummer, and then I realized that they weren't even.
They were not even hitting it.
Yeah, but from a certain angle, since the flames were there, it looked like the flames were hitting it, right? So I'm like, oh, they're hitting it.
So you actually wanted them to hit it.
Listen.
Then put some flame on it, so when you hit it, like more flames.
Exactly.
And then somebody gets burned, and then they have to go.
Or just, I don't know.
By das Auto all the way to I don't know what do you call. I don't know how do you say hospital in German.
Das Auto all the way to
das Hospital.
Das Hospital, yeah.
Something along those
the
lines.
shildmaid.
Yeah, then all shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Now, let me say this. I don't think I'm going to be out of bounds when I say this, but the two guys with the bagpipes, I believe they're from Saltatio Mortis. So that's a little nice caveat to have. And which got me thinking, these guys, Saltatio Mortis and Brothers of Metal, they all need to get together and go on a fucking tour when the tours restart. Or at least do like a badass cosplay / live stream. Imagine that, like a musical. Make a musical with songs from the three bands.
I think it would
put
be
them
cool
together
because that's kind of like they were doing here. I was saying this before. How a lot of bands, they do the normal stuff, but this is cool. They brought some pyro in. They did those flaming things that pissed me off because they weren't actually hitting it. Fuck! If you're gonna do it, at least commit. Like at least do it.
Wow, man, you're a tough guy to please these days.
Yeah, don't fake me out. Don't jip me over here. I'm trying
But then you got two gorgeous-looking women fighting with axes.
Well, they weren't fighing. They were interlocking axes.
Okay, whatever. But that to me,
but still,
it still got me going.
It still got because I was pretty happy here.
I'm like, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm seeing them fight with shildmaid. They have their shildmaid and they're doing.
Well, they have their shit together. I'll tell you that much.
Exactly. So it's cool to see that because it's not just your run-of-the-mill online concert with no fans, but like them doing their own normal stuff. So it was cool to see. But like you said, I think if everyone got together, or since it...
I think Saltatio Mortis proved in the last video that we did, my mother told me,
yeah,
that they can do a video that looks like a movie.
Exactly. And
right? I think bring all these three bands together because they have a lot in common. They're like the cosplays of metal.
There's not much time left for these online concerts because...
You're assuming this pandemic is going to be over
I'm assuming
I think you're probably assuming wrong. But anyways.
Listen, okay, I think in the next couple months they'll be over. So they only have a couple months left, right?
I know, but they can release a movie on DVD or something. It doesn't have to be a concert.
I was going to say...
It's like a musical.
I was going to say they can do a live concert, but the live concert's a musical. It's a live musical. And they only use songs from the different bands like you said. And they only do songs like that.
And they kind of marry them together to make a story.
And the guys from Santino Morella, they bring in the LARPing people to help do it.
So instead of Bollywood is Manshaftwood?
Oh, yes.
Manshaftwood. With a little bit of a Swedish IKEA thrown into the mix. Because Brothers of Metal are Swedish. I think those three bands, they have so much in common that if you could bring them together to do something along the lines of a musical where you tell a story and the story is built up from pieces of songs. They don't even have to do the whole song. Just like a piece of the song here and there and off you go. I think it would be absolutely... Man, I would throw all sorts of money at that. Now, there's a Blu-ray I would be willing to buy. Like,
not just a Blu-ray. I would want to buy tickets just to go watch the musical.
Oh, you wanted to see it like...
If they did it live...
Oh, no, then they have to do an amusement park.
Amusement park?
Like, yeah, where you also dress like you cosplay and you go there as one of the characters.
Well, yeah.
You buy an extra ticket.
That's
you
not
pay
an
extra.
Amusement park.
Well, it would be kind of an amusement park, but it was like...
No. Like, you know how
we're getting really sidetracked on this one.
School of Rock
musical? Yeah. Which was shit.
Which was pretty bad. Like, they just do that. Like, they do a musical.
Oh, okay. So you want like a theatrical
exactly.
play.
I would go and watch
So, like,
that.
instead of doing, like, what's the one, like, the one that they had, like, Cats. But instead of Cats is like this. Is that what you were going with? Like Phantom of the Opera, but
It could have been a better. Yes.
wow, that's the first one that came to my mind. Cats. What can I
We were
say?
just talking about-
I'm always thinking about pussy. What can I say to you? Like that's the first one that came to my mind. Let's just go with that. Okay, School of Rock, whatever.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia, that's
Any of those.
the
Okay,
better one,
perfect. All right, fine. I get it. I get what you're saying. Now, getting back into this, there's a few things here that you have to praise them. The fact that they have a few guys from Saltatio Mortis on the video, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Considering that this was like a pandemic concert, I really think that was thinking outside the box.
They're still collabing.
Yeah, I like that. The fact that they had the two girls fighting and then they went on in the area where the crowd would have been had this been a regular concert, and they cosplayed the fight together, I was totally like, I'm totally down with that. I'm totally down with that. Because to me, I'm a huge fan of the Shieldmaids, and there's only one that stands supreme, and that is Largatha. Oh. She's the main. When I think of Shieldmaid, I think of Largatha, and then everybody else will come second to her.
So what's the one from Norseman? I forgot her name.
Oh, I forgot her name. Now I'm gonna that name
but
now. She's badass too.
But she's also really badass.
She's also badass. But Largatha is like for me when I think of Shieldmaid. But anyways, so I really like the whole fighting thing. The fire thing, I get what you're saying. But honestly, it was more for the visual aspect.
It's for the visual aspect. But then when I found
care.
out it was the drummer, it ruined the thing for me. Because I'm like, it looks cool, but I can see the muscle memory stopping them from actually hitting it.
For me, I was cool with it because to me, it's more about the visual. I also like the fact that they had some smaller pyro going on. I like that. It adds to the whole flair. It adds to the whole persona of the show, if you will. So I really dig it. The thing that I take about, the thing that I take away from these pandemic concert streams is that they've created a new version of live music. Because I'm going to be 100% honest here. I'm not a huge fan of live albums. I'm not. Because very rarely you capture the essence of the band in a live album. Either the vocals are hidden, or one of the instruments is too loud.
Either way, live albums usually it's not the best way to listen to a band if they already have those songs in studio.
100%. I think the live album works if you were at that concert. So, like for example,
you want to relive that concert.
Exactly. So, for example, if I was in Melbourne when Ginger performed their concert, I want to own that because I was there. So like every time I see that, every time I play it, I know I was there. You kind of reliving it. If you're a fan of the band, live albums, at least to me, I always feel like something is missing. Specifically, if I've seen the band live. If I've seen the band live and I've had that experience with the band, seeing them perform in front of me, the synergy of the audience with them, I never feel like that really translates well in a live record. There's always something missing. It just feels, it doesn't feel organic.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if my point is coming across. Now, with these albums here, I like them because of this. It's still live, so you still get all of those intricacies of a live performance. You're not listening to a studio where it's all cleaned up and it's like the perfect take and you know what I mean? So you still get the energy of a live performance, but you get the quality of the studio album. Like, you know what I mean? The drums are not overpowering the vocals are not overpowering the guitar. Like, everything is balanced. The sound is great because it's almost like studio sound, but with a live twist to it.
Yeah.
So I really come to really appreciate this sort of record more because I don't get all of it. It feels to me that I'm not listening to a live album. I'm listening to like a studio version of them doing a warm-up.
Like, it's more like you're sitting in the studio listening to them record this song for the album.
Perfectly said. And some bands are perfect in that setting because of their style, their genre. When they go into that arena, to me, it really hits home. So I prefer that sort of live setting. For example, the live album that Nirvana did, the Unplugged, MTV Unplugged, I really like that album because it has that unplugged, that laid back, practice feel sound to it. When you go into an actual venue and record it with audience, I just always feel like something is missing, something is not right, something is off. I'm not getting the energy.
Yeah.
Like it's hard for me to visualize what's happening just on the sound alone. It just doesn't do it for me. So these performances like this I really like because it gives you a little bit of the feel of the studio, but at the same time, it's still a little bit alive. So it's kind of pregnant.
Yeah, it's kind of pregnant. Yeah.
So I really like this. This was a cool one. Man, these guys are fun.
Yeah.
These guys are real fun, man. I really feel like this is a band that you have to watch them live to really get the full essence. But this was fun, and the cosplaying was amazing.
Yeah, but I think we're right about the whole the play idea, the music.
Bring those three bands together and do something, because they have songs they could actually mingle
play
with one
off
another.
each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
play off of each other. It would be perfect. It would be perfect. And then it'd be even better if they did the other band's song. So, for example, these guys would not do any of their songs.
They would covers.
Exactly. You do a whole thing of covers.
So you get different takes on the songs.
You get different takes on the songs done by different... Like, you could still have some of their members involved in the song.
Yeah.
But, for example, to change things around, maybe the singers have the singer from a different band coming in. So having this done by, like, the Brothers of Metal, while these guys are still the ones playing, you know what I mean? Like, twist it around like that, make something innovative. Man, we gotta start thinking outside the box.
Exactly.
Dude, you gotta start thinking outside the box. Do crazy shit like that. That's what's gonna bring fans interest. Like you gotta start to think that you gotta start to think creative ways and be in the forefront of that creativity to be the one who leads the way and sets what the parameters are going to be, not being the one behind following the leader.
Yeah.
No pun intended with corn. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you just always got to be in the forefront. I think it's a great idea. No royalties needed here. Just give us some free concert tickets. Or at least can we be some of the extras?
Or if...
I think I have the beard for it.
Or if they end up making the movie type of like how Saltatio Mortis did the My Mother Told Me video. If they do it like a movie, but with like, musical movie type of thing. Like
That's what was my original idea.
That was your original idea? Something like that? Just a premiere, like...
No, I could be... I have the beard. I could be there.
Oh, yeah, you could be there.
Yeah.
I can't.
Why not?
You
could be one of the slaves. Like from, like the guy from Norseman. Sleeping with the pigs and cows and shit like that. You could be one of those guys.
It's like I know, like the Italian guy who just somehow got to Norway.
Yeah, the Italian guy wanted to start his own opera and his own theater and whatever.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is it for today. Come back tomorrow. By the way, since you mentioned Italy, congrats to Italy for winning the Euro. Ma che cosa? Yeah. Bidi-bidi-bidi-bidi. All right, congrats to Italy for winning the Euro, but let's not get carried away. Let's not make it... Let's not repeat it the next time around. Portugal needs to win another one. We need another one.
It would be very nice if Portugal can win the next one. So it's like Portugal, Italy, Portugal.
It doesn't have to be Portugal, Italy. It could be Portugal, then Portugal.
Oh, then Portugal.
Maybe Germany once, or Norway, and then Portugal again. Maybe
Norway,
Sweden.
so you can get some of your Norway.
Yeah, Sweden, and then maybe Finland, Portugal again. We need to get... Once again, we need to be in the forefront of the trendsetters, not following the leaders. All right, guys, this is it for today. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See ya.
See ya.